Hey friends, how's everybody doing? It's Christy here from Outgrowing, and today we are finally harvesting our garlic. So last week it was still looking a bit too greeny, and so I went home for the week and like the leaves were still looking too green. So they say you want to basically pick your garlic when the bottom two-thirds leaves are, I'm gonna sneeze. Pardon me. When the bottom two-thirds leaves are turning yellow and dying back. And so we are definitely at that point for the majority of the garlic. As you can see behind me, it's starting to turn yellowy. This is a great time to do it. So I will be doing that today. So I picked all the garlic. Well, actually there's a garlic scape still kicking around. So I'm just going to snap that off. We don't need that. The majority of the garlic scapes came off a couple weeks ago. We're done with that, and so now we are harvesting the garlic. So I just go in with my trusty little potato pitchfork thingy a little distance away from it to try to not puncture any, but I always end up doing it anyways. Some of the garlic is way too past being done. There was some that were in some low spots where the water just kind of hung out and sat, and so whatever, if they're in good shape, I'll just use those. I was thinking today maybe what I'll do, if there's a lot of them, I'll just dehydrate them right away and then make fresh garlic powder out of them. So yeah, so this is a big job. So I'm going to harvest it all today, dig it all up, and then probably, I mean, if I have time today, I'll hang it. Oh no, I forgot to get more twine. Oh no, we have balls of twine here. What am I talking about? Last year I had a video of me being like, oh, I need some twine, and Mark's like, yeah, we have baler twine. So kind of funny, but we have lots of that, so I'll be able to hang it today or to this weekend for sure. So the plan is to get the garlic done and dealt with and get it on the move. So I don't know how much of it I'm going to sell. I would like to keep as many cloves as possible because I'd like to plant about 4,000 cloves next year. So that's kind of where I'm at with the garlic. I will sell a little bit of it. I'm going to make like fresh, and then I'm going to make some garlic powder. I've had lots of people asking about that, so I'll do that as well. I was really successful with that last year, so I'm going to do that and then keep the remainder of the bulbs for planting, seed planting this fall. So that's what I'm up to, friends. I just want to check in with you guys, and we'll just go through the whole process of it with you all, and you guys can check out how I do this. So lost a few cloves of garlic this year to root rot, root maggots. We had tons and tons of rain in June, and that was really hard on the plants, but we have quite a few still, so we are happy about that. And yeah, I'm just gonna get going, just get cracking on it here, you guys, and we'll check in with you in a bit and discuss what we're doing. All right, you guys, I'm sure you can see me there. It is a little bit breezy, so hopefully it's not too shabby in the video, but I'm just gonna get in here and start picking. I've got some crates that I'll toss them into. In years past, I have just picked them and hung them, and this year what I'm gonna try to do is take the roots off them and clean them up a bit out here before I even hang them, because I always end up with a shoot load, oh yeah, let me get this off, of dirt everywhere I go, because it's all dried and stuck in the roots, and that may not work out for me. Oh, and this ground is hard. Like, we haven't, apparently we got a little bit of rain this week, but it's gonna be a doozy of a, this job is probably gonna take me the majority of the weekend to do, if that's how it's gonna start. Okay, oh my lord, that's a big clove of garlic. It's no wonder I was struggling with that bad boy. Okay, woo-wee, this is the Mexican purple. This is my jam. Look at this baby. That is a great sized clove there. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. So what I mean by taking the roots off is just cleaning them up and then snipping them down. I don't know if there's like a right or wrong way to do this, but like there's so much dirt always in there. I just end up with dirt everywhere. So I'm gonna remove them this year before I even take them to hang them. And so what I do is I'll take them and I'll hang them to cure for a few weeks until I can deal with them again. So basically I'll show you guys the whole process. So That's numero uno, and it's beautiful. Smells holy. That smells unbelievable. So Mexican purple is what they're called. They're a hardneck garlic. That's my jam. Here's the black crates. I got my sister to get these for me from this place in Invermere. They sell them for $5, and so she gets them for me, sends them back home for me to use because they are nice and big. I'm gonna need a lot of them, but I gotta go find more. Yeah, this garlic grew great. Like, considering the issues I had to begin with, the garlic did grow pretty good. So I don't know, do people wash their garlic? I was just thinking about this. In all the years I think I've grown garlic, this is my 9th year. In all the years that I've grown garlic, I've never washed it, but do people wash their garlic? I never have. Like I oopsie daisy. I always just dust her off and that's it. But I sometimes see people that have really clean garlic. So I don't know, like, how does that happen? Tell me, do you grow garlic? And if you do you clean it, wash it? I don't know. I feel like you don't want to add any more moisture. We're trying to cure them up, but okay, so we have a little one, and I know that there's going to be a few of these around. Some of them just didn't grow very good. So this is a little one. I'm probably just going to take that. I'm going to make a pile of the little ones and just take them inside and just, if there's not a ton of them, just use them up right now. We're out of fresh garlic. Well, I've been digging them up, but as far as like having any reserves left, we're out of them. So I'll just take those in and use them. They're the biggest pain in the ass, those little ones. Like, they're just so, like, it just takes so much to deal with them. Like, they're just little and spindly, and everybody that wants garlic, they want huge ones. And I'm not like, oh, I need to have the biggest clove of garlic. I like to have them a decent size, especially for replanting, because then it's like, if you start with a larger bulb, you're going to get larger cloves. And that's just, or yeah, a larger bulb. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I like to, and they're just easier to work with when they're a little bit bigger. And that's actually why, another reason I like this Mexican purple is that it has, like, say 5 to 6 big cloves, where a Russian red will have 11 or 12 cloves, but they'll be big ones on the outside, and then as it gets closer to the hard neck stem, they'll be a lot smaller. And then with those ones, it's like, well, I don't plant them, and they're so little. They're like more annoying to me than anything. So that I like the size. I like that these come with the bigger cloves, and that's just it. That's all. But yeah, I do have a lot of people that are like, we want your garlic, we want your whatever. I'm just like, I don't think I'll have a ton of it fresh this year, but that's okay. Whatever. People just gonna have to start growing their own garlic, I guess. Which is, they should. Everybody should grow their own food. It's just so rewarding and so much better, and the flavor is unreal, and you know how you've grown it, and oh my God. Like, these are beautiful. These are so beautiful. You know what? It is a little, like, there is a little bit of moisture in the dirt. So we might have gotten a little bit of rain here, but like, just so much dirt. I don't know. Tell me your tips, you guys. I feel like you don't want to wash them, but like, I'll be cleaning these till the cows come home. Literally. If I clean every single one of them off with my hand. Oh, they're freaking in there good. Oh, yeah! They're looking awesome. So there's going to be some smalls, and there's going to be some mediums, and there's going to be some larges, but that's how it always goes. And we're going to keep the large ones to plant, so sorry, friends. Yeah, and well, you never know, but they look awesome. Okay, you guys, I'm going to stop chatting because I can chat forever and ever and ever. I'm going to just carry on. I'll check in with you guys here in a bit once I've made a little progress. Okay, guys, so here I am the next day. I'm still harvesting garlic. I think I have about half of it, just about half of it harvested. So I'm in the barn. This is where we hang it. I hang it on these like cattle panels. And so that's what I'm up to in here. I just brought the garlic in. It's pretty hot out right now. So I thought, well, this is a good time. Come in, hang up what I have already, and then I can head back out maybe once it gets a little bit cooler later on and keep harvesting. It's kind of nice in here, so I just like to hang out. So what I just use is the baler twine, which is funny. I was talking about the twine last one, but forgot that I used that. So baler twine is what I'm going to use. In the past, I've just used regular twine. You can see it hanging on there. And then I bunch them in bunches, and then I hang them what would be root side down. But because I am clipping off the roots this time before I hang them, I don't know if that's better or worse. I have no idea. I never have. But the problem is when you don't take the roots off, it's just like so dirty, as I was saying before. Like there's just so much mud everywhere. So I'm trying to keep them a little bit clean. And as I've said earlier in the video, or asked earlier in the video, if you guys, like, do you wash your garlic? Is that something you guys do? Because I have never washed my garlic, but maybe I should, and that would help it out. But anyways, I'm not washing it this year. Let me know if you guys do or if that's going to affect it. Like I grow so much of it and then I sell it to people and then I make garlic powder and stuff. And so I basically want it to last as long as possible. So let me know about that. But anyway, so I'm in here just going to set up and just get rolling and get this stuff hung up because I want to get the garlic done this weekend and preferably today because tomorrow I should cut some flowers and take some fresh bouquets back to the beach for the week. So I'm pretty full on this weekend, pretty busy. So I'm just going to get to it, get cracking so you guys can see exactly what I get up to. So that went a lot faster than I thought it was going to. Yeah, and I was thinking, I think I've done 2 rows of garlic and yeah, so I have 250 cloves of garlic hanging and I've done 2 rows and I'm pretty sure I have 4 rows, but maybe I have 5 rows because I was like, well, my brain dead, but I was thinking that each row would have about 500 cloves in it, but maybe it's not because I'm thinking, I know I lost garlic this year. I'm very well aware of that but I have ordered 50 pounds backup garlic because I want to plant extra next year. So I was like, oh my gosh, this could be a gong show if I don't plan ahead. So I have ordered 50 extra pounds of seed garlic, which is going to be good. But yeah, this, I was kind of expecting this to be, I wasn't counting at all, but I was expecting it to be more closer to the 500 mark, but maybe I'm just delusional. Maybe there's actually 3 rows still out there. But if there's only 2 rows left and say I get another 250, then I lost half the garlic this year, which is shitty. That is crappy. And I mean that I can only attribute that to pretty much, I'm thinking, is the huge amount of moisture that we had in the month of June. So when it was all coming up, we had a ton of rain. I can't remember how many inches, but like probably at least 12 inches of rain at very least. I think Mark said we had more than that, like 18, but I'm like, that seems like a shitload of rain. Like not just in June, but all of spring. So we had a ton of moisture. And if I lost half the garlic to that and then just say, 100 to like shitty germination, whatever, but still that's like 900 cloves lost to that. That's a pretty crappy deal, but I know that not just myself, but I know other garlic growers have struggled this year as well. So we'll see what comes up next, you guys. Like I have the rest of the rows to harvest, so I'm going to go back. I'm just going to quickly go have a bite to eat. And I'm going to head back out to the field and I'm going to try to get that all done today. And then I'll have a really good idea what I'm looking at for the future. Like I am almost not even sure that I will be selling fresh garlic this year. I'm feeling pretty good about it, other than the fact that I'm a little nervous that maybe we lost like half of our garlic this year, which I mean, that's part of growing stuff, you know, and it's the name of the game. And, you know, I'm thankful that this is not my livelihood. This is like a hobby. So I'm not totally depending on this. I mean, I like to be able to sell. Oh, pardon me. I like to be able to sell, to be able to pay for my seed for the following year. Like, I like to be able to do that. And then it just kind of like, it keeps my hobby going. But yeah, that would be really disappointing if I lost a lot of it. But anyways, I'm going to head in. I'll be back out in the field in a bit. And when I'm back in the barn, I'll check in with you guys and let you know how it all went. I'm back in the field now, and or in the garden, the field, the garden, whatever. And I totally forgot, but I left a whole bunch of garlic hanging out that I couldn't fit into my crates. So there's probably at least another 100 there. So that would take us to 350 in there. But yeah, I only have 2 rows left. You can see them here behind me. There are 2 rows, but in each row is about 3 or 4 rows. So you can see them. So yeah, you guys, I don't really know how much garlic is going to be here in total, but I will let you guys know. But yeah, when I got out here, I was like, oh yeah, there was a whole big bunch that I just left on the ground because they didn't fit. So I got to clean them up, put them into a crate, and then I'm going to continue digging up the rest of them. So that is where I'm at, you guys. Okay, so I'm in this lower spot in the garlic here. And you can see that there's some that are rotted, and I got one in my hand right now. So these should have been picked probably a long time ago, if I could have even saved them at all. But like, I mean, look at how small the bulb is. Anyways, and basically it's all dyed back. So it has no protective papery skin on the outside. And in fact, some of them even have bugs on them, like these little black beetles. And I thought, oh, I saw one and I was like, oh, I'm going to keep that one. Or I was like, I tossed it and then I was like, oh, I should have kept it for a teachable moment here. But I didn't. And then I thought, oh, one of these will have more of them on it. But anyways, what's kind of happening is these ones that are totally done, they're rotting. And then some of them have like with little root maggots, or they might be, there might be a name for them. That's like an onion type. I can't remember, but anyways, so I'm not going to keep these ones. I am going to dispose of them and get rid of them because I don't want them to infest my garden for future. And there's probably about 20 of them that look like this. And that could be a couple things. I'm in this low spot, so it was probably very wet in here. And when it was raining and anytime I ever did water, it probably stayed in here, which I didn't really notice how low it was until, you know, everything was planted. So whatever. Lesson learned. So there's that. And then the other thing too is that, of course, all the moisture that we had. So that is there's probably about 20 right here. And there's been the odd few throughout the whole patch. So I just wanted to show you guys that. And that, yeah, that could have been a couple things on my part. One, it might have been ready a while ago and I should have pulled it out. Instead I left it in there too long. I don't know. There's a variety of things that could have happened there, but that is part of what happens well, growing garlic or onion or anything like that. So I just wanted to touch base with you guys and let you know about that. I'm almost done here. I just have a little bit left of these rows. So I'm going to finish these up. I've just been piling them up over there again. Going to clean up all the ends, toss them in my crates, and then I'll haul them to the barn and get them hung up. So I am almost done. I need a water break. It is piping hot out here and I forgot my water bottle inside. So I'm going to go do that, finish up, head to the barn, and I'll check you guys. Unless there's another teachable moment happening in this last little bit, I will check you guys when I'm all finished up. Friends, I managed to get the entire garlic harvest done and hung. And so this is kind of the tell-all of like, how did the garlic harvest actually go? And I'll let you guys know right now. So $210 over there, so $590. That seems awfully not correct. Let me just recount. All right, well, that is going to wrap it up. So there's 380, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 380 and 210, and so that's going to take us to 590, legitimately 590 cloves of garlic. So you guys, that being said, now I'm just trying to think, now I'm a bit confused because I'm like, there's no way that we lost over 1,000 cloves of garlic. There's no way. So I'm thinking I have to go back and look. I look back on my videos in YouTube because, you know, I'm out and I don't have my little garden journal with me, but anyways, and it turns out that I planted 1,000 bulbs, not 2,000. I had intentions to go back and replant the rest of them and then didn't do that. I noticed in the video, my tulip video, that I still only had the ones planted from before. So I only actually planted 1,000 bulbs, which makes me feel a lot better. And that I only lost 400. I was like stressing a little bit there. I was like, no way, this is insane. Okay, but that makes more sense. And then it makes sense. Okay, so we did lose 400, which I would say for sure, I would say at 200 to 300, we would have lost for just for like root rot, root maggots, whatever. And then, you know what, probably 100 or 200 didn't come up. So I'm feeling a lot of relief with that. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. I like to use the large to medium sized cloves to plant, so we get bigger bulbs, you know, to start with. The smaller cloves I like to I don't sell them or anything like that. They're just, I mean, these aren't even that small. These would be okay to sell, but I'm going to use them to make garlic powder because I've had tons of people requesting that. And I have a sneaking suspicion that I won't have very much fresh garlic for sale this year, come to think of it. I just have to kind of figure out, like, 50 pounds of garlic is probably going to be about 2,500 cloves that I can plant. I'm guessing if they come with, like, say 5 to 6 on each each bulb. So that's 2,500, and I was hopeful to plant 4,000. Now that wraps up our garlic harvest this year. The garlic, I'm happy with the garlic. I'm happy with the size of the garlic that grew this year. The amount is a little bit disappointing, but I mean, that's how she goes in the world of farming. I know I'm not the only person whose garlic crop suffered this year. But honestly, I did not think it was going to be by that much. I had no idea, that it was going to be, basically we have 600 cloves altogether. So anyways, you guys, that's going to wrap it up for me. That's the garlic harvest for 2024. And sadly, we didn't have quite the harvest that we were hoping for, but it doesn't matter. What we have is going to be enough to keep to reseed and for us to keep to eat, and we're all good. And then I'll probably have some to process. Plus I have the 50 pounds coming, but thankfully I have that 50 pounds because if I didn't, we'd be in big trouble. So anyways, we'll talk to you guys later. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm well on my way to 200 subscribers. So give me a subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll talk to you guys next time.